All right, welcome to The Explainer. So OpenAI's GPT-5 is finally here and wow, the hype is everywhere, right? It's all anyone's talking about. So today, let's just cut straight through all that noise and figure out what this powerful new AI actually means for you. And listen to this. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman is not holding back. He's setting this incredibly high bar, promising an AI that isn't just a little bit smarter, but is literally an expert on demand. I mean, that's the grand vision they're selling us for GPT-5.
Okay, but let's get real for a second. Beyond the big promises, what does this new level of smarts actually look like in practice? How does it change the way you interact with AI every single day? That's what we're going to unpack right now.
So let's dig into Altman's big claim first, having a PhD in your pocket. See, this isn't just a simple upgrade. It's not like going from GPT-4 to 4.5. This is supposed to be a fundamental shift in the model's core intelligence. Think about it like this. GPT-4 was like a really, really smart college student. GPT-5, it's being pitched as a true expert.
All right, so how does it do that? Let's dive into the how behind it, because the real magic here isn't just more raw power. It's a completely new architecture, a whole new way for the AI to think and respond to whatever you ask it.
So, instead of one single model trying to do absolutely everything, GPT-5 acts more like a smart traffic controller. It's this unified system that first looks at your prompt, figures out, okay, is this simple or complex? And then routes your question to the perfect internal model for that specific job. The best part? You don't have to pick a mode or anything, it just knows.
And this right here really shows what Microsoft is calling the two-brain approach. If you ask a simple, everyday question, it uses a fast, efficient model to give you a quick answer. But, and this is the cool part, if you throw a complex, open-ended problem at it, it actually detects that. And then it switches over to its deeper reasoning model, which takes more time to think, to plan, and to deliver a much more thorough response. It just adapts on the fly, just like a person would.
Okay, so a smarter architecture is great. That's cool tech. But what does it actually mean for you? What new AI superpowers does this whole thing unlock?
Well, the improvements are pretty huge across the board. Its coding abilities are now what they're calling agentic. So think of it less like an AI that just spits out code and more like an autonomous developer that can manage entire projects. The writing it produces feels way more human, less, AI sounding, It can offer deeper health insights. And this is a big one. OpenAI is claiming a nearly 45% reduction in hallucinations. That makes it a much more reliable partner for important work.
Now, one of the most revolutionary new features is something the community has started calling vibe coding. And it's exactly what it sounds like. For the first time, you can just describe an app or a website in plain English, just explain the vibe. And GPT-5 can generate the actual functional code from scratch. I mean, this is a potential game changer for literally anyone with an idea but no coding skills.
GPT-5 is also getting way more personal. It's starting to integrate with your Gmail and Google Calendar to actually help plan your day. It has a much longer memory, so it can keep track of context over many conversations. And you can even pick a personality for it to use in text chats. So whether you want to talk to a cynic, a nerd, or just a good listener, you can tailor it to your style.
Okay, so let's pull back and look at the bigger picture here. How does all this add up to a major disruption for entire industries? Because, let's be honest, a tool this powerful doesn't just change your daily workflow. It reshapes whole markets.
And just like any big tech earthquake, this is going to create some clear winners and losers. So who's winning? The companies providing the foundational power, right? Think Microsoft and Amazon, or the ones building smart tools on top, like Adobe. But on the flip side, industries built on things like manual data entry, traditional coding outsourcing, and other repetitive office jobs, they're officially on notice. And we're already seeing where that impact is going to hit first and hardest. Healthcare is a huge one, right? You've got GPT-5 helping with diagnostics or just simplifying complex medical jargon for patients. That's 35% of the expected transformation. Then you've got finance at 25%, where it can analyze market trends in hours instead of weeks. And of course, software development, which we just talked about with features like vibe coding.
But okay, before we all get too carried away and start planning our new AI-built futures, it is absolutely essential that we read the fine print.
because no big tech launch is ever perfect, and GPT-5 is definitely no exception.
So, the big question, is it perfect? Well, the short answer is no, not at all. And balancing the official marketing hype with the reality on the ground is really key to understanding what you're actually getting.
So when you dive into that fine print, you find some really crucial caveats. First off, that super impressive voice mode they showed off, it's not actually using GPT-5 yet. It's still running on the older 4.0 model. That's a big deal. There's also a pretty significant difference between the paid and free tiers. Pro users get exclusive access to a more powerful GPT-5 Pro model. On top of that, the rollout is gradual, so your access to all the new features is going to depend on your account. And those personalities? They're for text chat only, not voice.
So at the end of the day, GPT-5 is a monumental leap forward, but it's a complicated one. It's smarter, it's more integrated into our lives than anything we've ever seen before. But this all leads to that one massive question. Is this a real step toward true artificial general intelligence, AGI, or is it just a much, much more powerful tool? For now, the answer really seems to be a little bit of both. And the only thing that's certain is that the AI revolution is only getting faster.